The following is a presentation of the Noise Space Network. Find more great podcasts at noisespace.xyz. We begin in Southern California 3 decades ago. 2 red souls were brought to this earth, separated by just a scant few miles and unbeknownst to each other. The fates kept them separate as they grew from brash whelps into homosexual young women with hard opinions about cheaply made processed foods. One of them, a black-clad warrior fighting for metals heavy and corn syrups high fructose. The other, a living embodiment of no-calorie soda, literally begging the gods to strike her down where she stands, or at least strike her with a cease and desist order. Now, the world has united these two to clash over their cheap foodstuffs, and we meet them here, the battlefield, where they are destined for eternal combat. Ladies and ghouls, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Jarett Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks.
I'm Jarett Coke.
And I'm Lilith!
And this is our House of Snacks. How the fuck are you?
How the fuck am I? I'm good. You know.
Is that right?
Yeah?
Okay.
Hey. I'm good.
I wasn't trying to challenge you.
Yeah. So, we've had a moment to I mean, we've been fine.
Yeah.
I think
We just read the news.
we just read the news where the news and the news just hits us. It does seem like last week it felt like, I mean, should we just get right into it? The Snack Vigilante took a week off. It was the year of Luigi for a week. And we
were all flashing back to 2013.
Yeah.
When we donned our green caps.
That the year of Luigi? Was 2013?
You doubting that I know the year of Luigi off the top of my head?
It just feels like the year of Luigi was in the last 6 years, and I'm surprised that it was 11 years ago.
Yeah, no, 2013 was the year of Luigi.
Wow.
And of course, 2024, the second year.
And of course,
Luigi.
yes. 2024 is the second year of Luigi, and the Snacks Vigilante decided to take some time off. Let another vigilante have a moment in the sun.
And we have no opinion on that.
I mean, officially.
I would imagine that the snack vigilante is kind of cooling off just because the heat is on vigilantes at this moment.
The heat is on vigilantes. I don't know. I haven't been keeping an eye on the newspaper. Do you think the Snacks Vigilante did anything this week? Have you seen anything?
I haven't seen anything.
You haven't seen anything? All right. Should we maybe
had a Mike's moment?
Are we perhaps saying that there's a pause placed on that particular storyline right now?
Perhaps. All I know is I've been scanning the newspapers and I haven't seen anything that looks like them.
I'm not going to say that I'm hoping that the Snacks Vigilante gets back to it, but maybe at some point he will.
Who knows what
they
the
will.
future held.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know the gender of the Snacks Vigilante. We don't know anything.
We don't.
Yes. Sorry.
Good Lord. You hear about this? Taco Bell's got chicken nuggets now.
Didn't they have something nugget shaped at some point? There was a fried chicken.
They had the naked chicken chalupa, which was
right.
It was like a chicken. It was kind of like the KFC Double Down, where the meat was the bread.
Right,
It was
right.
like
We knew this.
a fried chicken taco shell.
Uh-huh.
I never had a chance to try that because I was scared.
Yeah.
But I heard that it was actually pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Then after that, they had chicken chips,
Yes,
which were
this is what
basically
I'm
just
thinking of.
triangular chicken nuggets.
Yes, thank you.
I heard universally that those were terrible.
I can't imagine why triangular chicken nuggets kind of felt a little bit uncanny.
But I was growing up. My go-to fast food nugget was the Carl's Jr. Chicken Star, so I'm not necessarily averse to an extra shaped chicken nugget product.
Listen, we all know that the nuggets are just like formed into whatever shape, but I feel like a triangle is a shape that reminds you like this is only tangentially related to what was formerly a living being.
Well, especially because they think they were like extra thin too, because they were supposed to be like chips, and
Right.
I think it wasn't working out for them.
Yeah.
I've so far, a friend of mine has tried the chicken nuggets. She says they're good, so
Okay.
who knows? I think we should maybe review them on the show. I am
sure.
curious.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I've been getting a few. I have. We're building up a little bit. People are sending us things.
Are they?
And sometimes they're things that we can't. Like, there's just no pot. Like, okay, Dizzy, a lover, sent me a picture of Shackalicious gummies and said she doesn't even know where the picture came from. I'm pretty sure those are from like years ago.
No, I've actually been kind of following the Shackalicious story. I actually think that's doable. I believe they are a current 7-Eleven exclusive.
7-Eleven. Okay.
That is my. You've seen these things? They're fucking huge. Or maybe not a 7-Eleven exclusive because I googled it and it looks like they are at Target. But I've heard multiple people found these at 7-Eleven. These might be gettable.
They are Shackalicious XL gummies, so that's
they meet it with XL.
Yeah. And I mean, when they're working from a Shack base.
Did you try the Shack soda? Like, this would have been
no.
God, it was before I transitioned to just figuring out timeline wise. So it was at least 10 years ago. But the Shack had a soda line that was pretty not great, if you ask me. So I'm a little wary of the Shackalicious gummies.
I mean, I did have the Shackaroni, but that was just a pepperoni pizza from Papa John's. So
yeah,
that's.
Do you agree with the Doughboys' take that for PR they should have changed it to Papa Shack right when he got in there? Because I do.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of podcasts may have said that. A lot of people
call, and I'll
may have
I'll
said
join
that.
them in. I think Papa Shack would have been the way to go. Doesn't matter now.
Sure, I think if I can be completely honest, here's the thing, and I'm saying this with the knowledge that Papa John's was the pizza place that my parents ordered from when I was a kid.
Oh, interesting. You were a Papa John's family.
I was a Papa John's family, which means that historically, I like Papa John's. However, now that I've gotten to a point in my life where I pay for my own pizza, I think that when Papa John's got canceled for being turbo racist, they should have burned every Papa John's to the ground and salted the earth so that nothing else may grow there. Because it's overpriced, not that good pizza.
It is kind of shocking because it's like more expensive than Domino's and worse than Domino's is kind of the space that Papa John occupies.
Like, not mildly more expensive than Domino's, because I would actually disagree that it's better or it's worse than Domino's. But that is because of my leftover affection from my childhood. That's fully.
I'll tell you.
That's what it is that when I get Papa John's, it tastes like mom and dad date night, which means that I get to watch movies and play video games and eat pizza all night. Sure. So that's what Papa John's tastes like to me,
My specific association with Papa John's. So we were a round table family when money was good and a Pizza Hut family when money was bad. That's where my family was. Papa John's was always the my Little League coach was a big Papa John's guy. So
okay.
Papa John's tastes like baseball to me.
Which I feel like not the good baseball for you. I feel like, because you now have the new baseball association as an adult.
True.
I feel like you were playing baseball. Maybe that wasn't, because that's Gaddy's for me.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Yeah, it's pretty regional and very bad. The closest I would be able to draw is CC's.
Another one that is regional, not to California, so I have therefore not tried. I know of CC's mostly from
bad.
The
it's just bad. Okay, well, fuck.
Sorry.
Those motherfuckers are eating my lunch every goddamn day of my life. How many times have you told someone about House of Snacks and they've tried to tell you about, those the McElroys, they do a segment where they just talk about weird food.
I think you socialize a lot more than I do. I would like to get out and do that more, but I'm pretty much only talking to my wife, who already knows about the podcast,
right?
Or my coworkers, who I sure as hell am not going to tell about the podcast.
Yeah. No, I will. It's not every time I'm talking to someone on a dating app, but it is frequently when I'm talking to someone on a dating app that I will let them know, like, yeah, I do a podcast and here's what it's about. And then once out of every 10 of them, I will get you heard of this Munch Squad thing? And I couldn't imagine how fucking embarrassed would I be if I was telling people about a snacks podcast that I ran.
The Munch Squad?
And no. How fucking embarrassed would I be if I was telling somebody about a snacks podcast that I made and I had to utter the words, "Oh, but we only talk about press releases. We don't eat the food." Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Can I tell you a quick encounter about the most recent person I did tell about the podcast?
Please do. Okay, before you tell me the encounter, I need you to give me the Vegas betting odds on, did this person check out the podcast?
Oh, I'm going to say 50 to 1. I'm going to say I would be very surprised if this person was listening to the podcast.
Excellent. So no way is this person about to hear a story about themselves.
They were lovely. I have no problems with this person. I just, right. But yeah, I extremely doubt that she would be hearing this.
Okay, great. Let's hear that story with that in mind. It's important context.
I had a consultation recently with a speech pathologist to give me girl voice.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we were talking about my relationship with recordings of my voice. It came up, and I was like, "Oh, well, I do a podcast, so I guess I'm sort of okay with it." And then I, in the nature of the conversation, I had to tell her what the podcast was.
Right.
And she had this attitude. I don't know if she's a doctor. She's just interacting with a different strata of people. She was actually surprised that I had a podcast and still had a day job. She fully is out there. People living in the world still, apparently, who fully have the assumption that if you have a podcast, you make enough money to live off of it from the podcast. Right.
Well, okay. I do think that there's, because I've also had a very similar conversation to that, and I think that the maybe the end part of that doesn't get said out loud is, well, if you're not, then why are you still doing it?
Well, sure, perhaps, yeah.
Which to the uninitiated, I can understand, because if I was talking to somebody and they were like, "Yeah, I dig ditches," and
yeah. Do it for free.
And then I was like, "How much money do you make digging ditches?" And they were like $15 a month. I would be like,
yeah, I didn't think of it from that angle, but it could have been. Yeah. All right, should we play the damn snack description?
Let's play the damn snack description. Smuckers Uncrustables are a pre-packaged peanut butter and grape jelly sandwich with the sides crimped together to create a pocket bursting with flavor. They're called Uncrustables because the white bread does not have a crusted edge. They're not called Unfuckables because if you pop that seam open and slip your shit inside, you can bring yourself to a thundering orgasm of peanut butter and grape bliss. We still haven't prepared these, right?
No, we got to talk. We want to talk about methodology on air. So should we?
We want to talk about methodology. Yes. This is me leading into talking about methodology.
Yeah.
I've been getting into.
Folks, we're not talking about the soap brand. We're talking about how we cook the Uncrustable.
Wait, what soap brand are you talking about? What?
I think it's actually called Method, but I feel like I've seen another brand called Methodology, and I think I kind of combined them in my brain. Sorry. That was at me. That was me to myself, the flush.
Dear girl, do you know what you possess in your hand? Do you have any idea of its capabilities? Do you have any inkling, any semblance of understanding whatsoever?
So, my Uncrustable methodology, and this is something that I have started working on because, there are people in my home who enjoy Uncrustables, and so okay, what is the... Before I go into this, I have to ask, and this feels silly, what is the traditional, what does it say to do on the box? Because I've forgotten at this point.
I tell you, I couldn't tell you. This for this episode is the first time I have purchased Uncrustables and had them in my house. I've never done that before.
Okay. So let's.
I think the idea is you keep them frozen. You stick them in your kid's lunchbox. It thaws out until lunchtime, and then the kid eats them at lunch as is. I think that is the traditional idea. That would be my guess.
Okay. I'm gonna look this up because I need to. Because I don't think that I don't know that that's actually completely accurate.
Maybe that's not what's on the box, but I would imagine that is how most Uncrustables are consumed.
Yeah, sure, I'd bet. Okay, I'm on the Uncrustables website. Why would this not be in the FAQs? Preparation facts. Okay, never mind. Keep Uncrustables frozen until ready to eat. Thaw 30 to 60 minutes at room temperature. Enjoy. Okay. Within
Vindicated.
8 to 10. Yes. Sorry. Vindicated. We do not recommend preparing Uncrustable sandwiches in the toaster or air fryer. Go fuck yourself.
They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah. We do not recommend preparing Uncrustable sandwiches in the microwave. Again, that one I'm fine with. So here's what
they're scared someone's going to bite into a hot Uncrustable, get hot jelly on their ass, and then sue.
So somebody on Reddit said, fucking air fry an Uncrustable for 6 minutes at 360 degrees, which is what we're going to do. From frozen.
Yes. Let me ask you this, Lilith. Does your air fryer have a preheat cycle, and how does that factor in?
I never do. I mean, it doesn't have a preheat cycle. Generally, I think the air fryer says that you're just supposed to run it, without anything in it for a preheat cycle. What I've been doing is just saying, fuck it, we ball, and just running it cold.
That's what I did with my old air fryer, but this one has an unskippable preheat cycle.
Fascinating.
And it's kind of frustrating to me because I preferred the fuck it, we ball method because now it preheats quickly enough that I can't sit down and wait for it, but not quick enough that I'm going to stand there and look at it. And it's kind of frustrating me. But it does have a reheat mode that I believe is just air frying without the preheat cycle. So that's kind of what I do. That's probably what I'll do today. I hope it's not different. It seems like it is just air frying without the preheat.
Now, I do have an advanced method that I doubt you have the materials for, and I'm sorry, but we're just going to discuss. Actually, should we discuss my advanced method after we eat them regular, just so that we can...
I'm dying to know what your advanced method is. I can't wait.
Here's what you do. You melt some butter. I've been doing it with vegan butter. Melt some butter, brush it on the frozen Uncrustable.
Sure.
Then you air fry it. Again, 6 minutes at 360. That seems to be the golden rule. Then you take some cinnamon sugar and you toss that bitch in the cinnamon sugar. Not toss it, maybe just sprinkle it on it.
Sure.
And then that motherfucker is so good.
Well,
So
would it
good.
surprise? I guess it would, because you said you thought I wouldn't. Would it surprise you to know that I absolutely have all of those things on hand?
Should we?
I'm not saying we
Okay.
do it, because I think that's. I don't think that's a fair review of the
Yeah.
Uncrustable.
I think we can review the Uncrustable. Here's what you should do, though. You should try that, and maybe we come back to it next week when we're
I think next week we do
snack.
a check-in, and I tell you how that went, because I will do that.
Yeah, it's fucking really good.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Fried dough plus cinnamon sugar is just like an always golden combination, in my opinion.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But let's go fry up some Uncrustables.
You have the grape ones, right?
I have the grape ones. That's
okay. I have both. That's why I was okay. We're good. All right. Let's do it.
Hello?
Bitch.
Hey, listener. Oh, shit. I'm not back first.
Yeah, I was just saying
I was about
bitch
to have a secret moment with the listeners.
I said bitch for a really long time.
Oh.
Did it cut me off?
Stop it.
Did it cut me off?
It did. Well, I heard
Fuck.
one bitch.
Oh, okay. No. I was just saying. I said like bit like that. Kind of.
Oh
like
yeah.
I said it, like,
it did cut you off. It cut you off like
Okay.
mid T, I would say.
Okay. Are you?
I've got my Uncrustable in hand. It is
Yeah.
a beautiful shade of like perfect golden brown, I will
Yup.
say.
Yep.
Should I bite into this, bitch?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is for the. Oh, I said in the intro. I forgot we do those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do those.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I don't get. First of all, yes, this is great. I've been rocking the Uncrustable life for a little while. It's been a good breakfast for me.
Sure.
Nice little breakfast pocket treat kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Really good for just something to pop in the air fryer when I'm kind of making my way through my beef fast.
Making my way through my be fast with Uncrustables in the air fryer.
It's a fascinating little ditty that you've. Thank you for that. I'm sorry. Was that mean?
No, it was great. It was a perfect review. It was exactly what I was hoping for. Tepid, mad sarcasm, but I'm going into my. Who does that song? It's not Michelle Branch. It's the other one, or maybe it is Michelle Branch. I don't know.
I wouldn't know. I didn't know you were singing like a song that a person did.
Yeah, I was doing a song parody.
Okay. So here's my thing about
the response I was hoping for: tepid, angry sarcasm. Sorry. Here's your thing.
I love my air fried Uncrustables. I love my little treat Uncrustables. That you can't do that for breakfast every day. That's a treat. That's a Saturday morning treat.
Sure.
I don't know how I've never had, and I don't know how I would feel about just a regular old thawed Uncrustable. That seems like cool white bread that's like mushy, and then jam and peanut butter. Jelly and peanut butter, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I don't think I'd feel very good about it, to be perfectly honest with you.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'd feel much different than how I feel about this. This does taste like a perfectly toasted little peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I think a regular Uncrustable would just taste like a regular peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I feel like my review of this and just a regular style one would be the same, which is like, I'm not sold on needing to buy this instead of just bread and peanut butter and jelly, which I already have on hand. You know?
Well, see, because the Uncrustable pocket being uniquely air fryable, that's what's selling me on the Uncrustable. Because like, I don't know that I would just pop a fucking peanut butter jelly sandwich in the air fryer, you know?
No, but I might toast 2 pieces of bread and I feel like it would taste about the same as this, or I might grill it up in a pan with some butter, which I have tried with an Uncrustable. I know I said I never bought these before, but in the time before air fryers, I had heard about people doing that with a pan, and so I stole one from my mother's house to do that.
Okay.
And it works better with regular peanut butter and jelly, unquestionably, because it's a flatter shape. It's easier to grill.
Sure. Yes.
I think the Uncrustable is fine. I mean, I guess I'm kind of back in my fat ass into ratings right now, which is to say that this is a would not buy, but a would eat And I think part of it is I'm not sold on this being better than a regular PB&J. And also, I kind of have the opposite situation of you, where my beautiful wife Casey despises Uncrustables. She is just grossed out by them. So I never keep them in the house for that reason. Also, worth noting, $4 for a box of 4. This is not worth $1 for one of these.
That's
I gotta
fair.
say.
This is very fair. Sorry, I was eating the rest of my Uncrustable.
That's fair. It is good. I know I came off a bit like a negative Nancy, but I am enjoying it. Like it's definitely good.
I like the pocket, and maybe that's just, I was raised on a pocket lifestyle.
Sure. I don't like Hot Pockets either. We should do those one time so I can become everyone's enemy.
Here's the problem with that is that I'm 33 years old, so I don't like Hot Pockets anymore either.
Sure.
We would have had to review Hot Pockets like 10 years ago if you wanted me to like vociferously defend them.
I think there was a time
they've
in
always
my life
been
when
too expensive too.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I've never purchased them as an adult. There was a time in my life where I enjoyed Hot Pockets, and then it's literally the first food that I remember being like, oh, I'm too old to enjoy this now, and that moment happened when I was like 14. I'm the number one Hot Pocket hater. What can I say?
That's fascinating to me. No, I have a fond and distinct memory of like, and this. Oh man, Emily, are you ready for me for a little self roast? We've done an air fry. Let's do a self roast.
Yeah, let's do it.
I remember having the distinctly like I'm like so excited because I was like, oh wow. I ate because the Hot Pockets come in packets 2, and I'm a little fat kid, and I'm like, well, that second commercial break of Mind Mencia is a perfect time to go and microwave the second Hot Pocket in the package.
Yeah.
And I was like so excited that I was like, yeah, I figured it out. That was like when you're supposed to microwave the second Hot Pocket so that you can have the second Hot Pocket during the third act of Mind Mencia.
Yeah, the Mind Mencia part is way more embarrassing than the Hot Pocket part.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. No, I know.
I never watched Mind Mencia, but my one memory is the TV was on, and somehow my dad and I both entered the room believing that the other one had put on Comedy Central and had like chosen Comedy Central in this moment. And so we were watching Mind of Mencia, both of us, and both growing increasingly uncomfortable, but thinking the other one had chosen to watch this until it finally came to a head where like almost simultaneously we were both like, I don't want to watch this. Can we change the channel? And the other one be like, yeah, I thought you put this on. And that moment did happen during like, I remembered it was like a weird joke that I think was transphobic about like a dog and I don't remember this sketch well at all. I think they were making a classic shitty joke about, oh, this guy is a man and he wants to wear ladies' underwear, and then the dog was like eating them.
Damn, that's funny. Wow.
Yeah, so funny, right?
Did he make that noise that he makes? That this sounds like he's got like a like he's making fun of people with like some kind of developmental disorder.
Sure. You mean his catchphrase? You mean his
catchphrase?
Big catchphrase? That was his whole thing.
His big catchphrase where he's like just openly made fun of people who had some. Yeah.
While we're self-roasted, yes. I guess this pitches myself as the lesser of two evils in the story, but I still think it's a self-roast.
And the problem is, the really bad thing is that whatever you say, I probably also was watching that too.
Well, so it wasn't. This was an argument I had with a classmate in freshman year of high school.
Okay,
I
good.
got into a hardcore debate with my seat neighbor about who was better, Dane Cook or Carlos Mencia. And I was firmly on the Dane Cook side of the argument, which in retrospect is also bad.
Yeah, well,
but I do think I was right about the two next to each other.
Okay. Carlos Mencia got canceled for stealing jokes. Dane Cook got canceled for dating a child. I don't know.
Okay. We didn't know that at the time. With the information I had at the time.
This is true. Yes. I am roasting you in hindsight. And yes, I did enjoy both of them very much when I was a child. It's fine.
I enjoyed Dane Cook, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dark times.
Well,
when Gen Z makes fun of millennials in our culture, they're right. Yeah, and we should never forget that.
Yeah, no, they're fully right. I don't care how many fucking skibbity toilets they think are funny. Like we
watched Dane Cook and Carlos Mencia. We had Drawn Together.
Yeah.
I mean, you are making childhood me look good because that Drawn Together is right there with Carlos Mencia. It's for things that at the time I was like, this is weird and sucks.
I mean, we had the Daily Show.
I mean, yeah, I was a big watcher of the Daily Show, unfortunately.
So was I.
Saw every single episode of the Colbert Report as well. Didn't miss a single one.
Basically, I was just a fucking like, okay, you know what an iPad baby is now? I was that for channel 59 on our television, which was Comedy Central. I basically just had that open like all the time. That's impressive
because I mean, I know obviously I didn't watch mine and Mencia Drawn Together, but I certainly watched.
I did not enjoy Drawn Together. I just watched it when it was on. I feel the need to defend my honor a little bit.
That's fair.
But I did think that the elf twink was hot, so that's, you know.
Well, sure. I don't know the elf twink. I'm not familiar, but they sound hot. Same way. I was a cable baby.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Almost like we were raised by TV.
I do have to send you a picture of the elf twink from Drawn Together so that you can.
Okay, thank you. I will confess, I didn't watch Drawn Together. I thought the jokes were bad and the show was bad, but when I would see commercials, I do remember thinking, a couple of these cartoons are pretty sexy.
Yeah. They also had like There was some cool stuff going on.
Should we get the goddamn snack keeper?
No, hold on. I need to show you an elf twink.
That's a hot elf twink. That is a hot elf twink. You show me the elf twink from Drawn Together, and I can see why. I
want to get that guy pregnant.
Yeah, I can see why that would appeal to a young woman of ambiguous to herself sexuality at the time.
Thank you.
All right.
Banging my hand on my fucking shit.
Hello.
Hello, Snack Keeper.
How's it going? You're talking about which cartoons you want to fuck?
Have you ever wanted to fuck an elf unprotected?
We don't really have elves in the snack dimension. That's kind of a garbage dimension concept.
I mean, okay. We could. It's not really even. We have the concept of elves here. We don't have elves.
Well, I know. That's why I said the concept of elves.
That's how sure.
Fucking listening, asshole. I'm sorry. I'm crabby today.
Shit.
I didn't sleep well. I'm a little cranky. I apologize.
Why aren't you sleeping well? Is there something we can do about your hot, the bed here, or is it too cold, too hot?
Oh no, I'm just trying to jerk off less, which is impacting my sleep schedule.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
nothing to say about that.
I'm going to be honest with you, Snack Keeper. I don't have much to say about how often you jerk off.
Yes, well, I'm seeing someone new, and it's kind of a sexy little game where I was ordered not to. Is the thing? It's not. I'm not saving my load like one of those weird Reddit people.
Okay.
I'm saving my load like different weird Reddit people, the cool
Got
ones.
it. Yeah, the cool ones who just want to come big. By the way, I mentioned the cum stack on don't do it. If you're at home and you heard me talking about the cum stack, it just doesn't work. The pills make your tummy feel weird, and then it doesn't work. Don't do it.
Yeah, I didn't care for the cum stack. We didn't tell the listener, but we were actually trying it at the same time.
Yeah.
Kind of a friend's experience. We weren't doing anything together, but we were just both taking the cum stack.
And I mean, I was asking you about the volume of your loads, but not that I was like seeing it. I just wanted to know.
But I thought that the cum stack wasn't working because I'm a snack keeper, so I needed to find snack vitamins. But it turns out it just sucks.
It's just bad. It's just fake science. It's it won't work for you. Those influencers on OnlyFans are lying to you. That's not where I got the cum stack from. But anyway.
Sure. Anyway, you asked cartoon characters I want to fuck. Probably Homer Simpson.
That's interesting.
Marge Simpson, of course.
Okay, that's
Mo from The Simpsons.
I get that. Mo from okay. Have you seen the people saying
Groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons?
That Luigi Mangione kind of looks like Mo from The Simpsons if he was hot.
That's interesting. So he looks like Mo from The Simpsons?
Yeah. Do you have health insurance in the snack dimension?
That's an interesting question that I want to ponder because I know we have depicted a doctor in the snack dimension previously.
Yeah.
Something else I want to establish about the snack dimension is that time travel exists there, and so history is always changing. So certain things that I say are true in the snack dimension are true as I remember them, but a future version of me may not remember them the same way.
Right.
Just throwing that out there. And with that in mind, I can say we definitely don't have health insurance in the snack dimension. But also we don't have, like, we have doctors, but they're they're more hobbyists, you know?
Fascinating. Okay.
So you just you go to someone and you hope they can fix you. It's not a guarantee.
Well, we learned that with what happened
I
to
did
the
firsthand.
snack keeper.
I have those memories still.
Yep. Okay. Well, I feel like it is now high time to end the podcast.
Yes, we talked longer than we usually do, but I was just having such a good time with you.
No, listen. I was having a great time too.
Yes, let's say goodbye though.
All right.
Well, goodbye, ghosts and ghouls. The House of Snacks is closed yet again. We'll snack you later. Yeah, I'm fine.
For more from the House of Snacks, visit patreon.com/House of Snacks. That's patreon.com/House of SNAX.